Hi, I wanted to make a little vlog about my experience with Lasik eye surgery. I just got it done 2 weeks ago today, and I kind of wanted to share with everybody what the results were. I decided to go with custom wavefront interlace. It's a little more expensive, but it's about, I think, 25% more precise than this regular LASIK surgery. I went with this because PRK quite honestly scared me. If you want, you can read up on it. It's basically they put drops in your eyes that dissolves your lenses. Pros to that is if you're playing sports or anything where you might get poked in the eye, that's good for that. But for me, I read that it was much more painful than LASIK, and I just didn't want to do it, so I would rather deal with the flap. First and foremost, I was looking online for a lot of this information and talking with the doctors as well, but the problem was I couldn't find anybody with my severe of eyesight. I actually had negative 9.25 in my right eye and negative 9.50 in my left eye. I was legally blind without my glasses and contact lenses, and I do have a severe astigmatism. I ended up getting my surgery done at Restore Vision Centers. They were wonderful, wonderful people. They answered all my questions and suffered through my neurosis, so they were really good to me. So, the day of the surgery came, and I arrived about 40 minutes early. They suggested 20 to 30 minutes early, and they gave me some numbing drops out of the refrigerator, and that was interesting. And about 2 minutes after I received the drops, I went into surgery. And they laid me down, gave me a stuffed animal to squeeze on that no longer has a head, and he taped my eyelashes down and put this little white O in my eye. He told me to look down, look back up, and he put it in, and then he twisted it. My eyes opened about 3 times wider than they're supposed to, and this made it impossible for me to blink. So when the laser came down, it was pushing on my eye to make the cut, and I could feel the pressure. It was almost to the point of pain, but not quite, so that wasn't so bad. However, when he did the same thing with my left eye wasn't totally numb when he cut into it. So that felt like somebody snapped me in the eye with a rubber band. It hurt pretty good, but fear is a beautiful thing, and I stayed extremely still through the whole process. But after that, he checked out the cuts and said they were really good, and proceeded with the laser. So he moved the flap out, and I'm supposed to look at a nice bright light that I can no longer see once he's moved the flap, and I just tried to concentrate in the middle where that orange speck used to be that I can see once in a while but kept disappearing, and I kept getting lights all over the place, like at the top right corner, then over in the left side, and it just kind of circled around, and it lasted probably 40 to 60 seconds because of the severity of my eyesight. And the other thing was there was a smell in the air, like burnt something or other, but the doctor assured me that was just the laser working with the air molecules, and it wasn't my eye cooking or anything. So after he got done with my right eye, he did the exact same with my left eye. And the coolest part of the surgery was after the laser was done making the adjustments, he put the corneal flap back on my eye, and I could see him smoothing it out, and it was just like looking through a camera lens, like your fingers just doing that. I didn't feel a thing, and it was just so neat to me to watch him do that and be like, huh, those drops worked. Too late, but anyway, after that he took a look at my eyes, and he said, oh, that went really well, good, I'm so happy for you, and he handed me my glasses and said, these are worthless to you now. Right after surgery, I could see, but it was very blurry. Not as bad without my glasses, but it was still blurry. They told me I could go to lunch, and I went to lunch with my parents, and about halfway through lunch, the eyes started really hurting, and I mean, it felt like somebody was taking a toothbrush or a Brillo pad to my eyeballs and just scraping as hard as they could. So I was very, very, very eager to get back to the motel room. And when we got there, I put on my lovely sleep goggles, which, they're very sexy. It kind of looks like you're going to go weld or something. And these are great to sleep in because, not only are they uncomfortable, but you wake up and they're sitting right on your eyeballs, so, it kind of defeats the purpose, but I'd hardly slept the night before, and that was due to mostly anxiety, but that was a good thing because I was able to sleep for like 5 or 6 hours straight right after the surgery, and that was the best thing for me because I was in so much pain. I just slept right through it. Car rides were hard. I did get motion sick, even though I kept my eyes closed for the most part. For some reason I just got really motion sick, and I wasn't too hungry either, and so I wanted to stay in the dark for the most part. The next day I went to the doctor, and I was the first patient there, and he checked out my eyes and had me read from the chart, and it turns out I was 20/20, which astounded him. He didn't think I would be that good after less than 24 hours. So it was really amazing to me to go from legally blind to 20/20 in less than 24 hours after having 17, 18 years of being legally blind. So it was great. It really was. And so after all that was said and done, I had to take eye drops. I had to take 4 a day of the antibiotic and 4 a day of the antihistamine. And in addition to that, I've been taking these. These are little Refresh Plus eye drops. They are preservative free, and they're single-use containers. And they come in a little pack that looks like this, and this is the little single-use. They say single use, but let me tell you what, you can get like 3 or 4 uses out of these little buggers. The great thing is you twist off the cap, you plop them in, and then the cap pops right back on, so you can carry them around in your pocket. It's great. What else? Week after surgery, I got my checkup, and I was told I was textbook. I'm right where I need to be. I'm still 20/20. I get sometimes where there's a little fuzziness in my vision, but that dissipates really quick. The doctor told me it was because my nerves are trying to heal in my eyes, and that's one of the reasons. The first week after surgery, my eyes were very sore. It was like I had been crying too much, and I was extremely light sensitive. I wouldn't go anywhere without my sunglasses. So, and it gets better though. It kind of felt like somebody was behind my eye, just kind of pinching me. Just a dull ache, and I had a headache about every day of the week, but it was certainly nothing compared to the pain the day of the surgery. That's for sure. And this has been such a wonderful experience for me. If anybody is thinking about getting LASIK surgery, I would certainly recommend it. Definitely talk to your doctor, find out what surgery is best for you and your eyes, but it's something that has definitely changed my life. I mean, the little things you would never think of. I'm in the shower now. I can distinguish the difference between my shampoo and my husband's shampoo. I can see, I can get up in the middle of the night without reaching for my glasses to see the alarm clock. It's just, it's amazing. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. You know, when it's raining outside, I don't have to worry about rain speckles being on my glass lenses and all that. And my preparations, I guess I should have gone through that first, where I couldn't wear my contacts for 3 weeks before the surgery because they changed the pressure in your eye and the size of your eye. So that was no big deal to me. And I couldn't wear eye makeup for 2 days prior to the surgery, and then 2 weeks after. Today's the first day I could wear makeup, and I missed it, so I'm happy to have it back. But I had to get rid of all my eyeliners and mascaras and buy new because there could be bacteria on my old ones that could lead to an eye infection. Other than that, that was my experience. It's been a wonderful, terrific experience. I've had no bad side effects. The worst I can honestly say was the pain in the surgery, and then the first couple of days were like seeing out of dirty contact lenses. I really wanted to move my contact lens, but I know I couldn't because you can't rub your eyes, you can't touch your eyes, you have to bathe, you can't shower because water can't hit you directly in the eye and move that flap. I've heard that's extremely painful. Luckily I haven't done that yet. And, you know, this has just been the best thing I have ever done for myself, and I would say if anybody is interested in this, definitely go out and see what the possibilities are for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I would be happy to answer them because this has been just such a wonderful experience for me. I want to share this with other people, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I hope this video has been helpful.